record to.
そういえばクラクサナリデビについてあまり有用な話は聞けなかったけど、お前からお兄さんを奪った神だとは思えないんだよな。でもスメールは知恵の国って呼ばれてるくらいだし、その知恵の神に会えたらきっと価値のある情報が手に入るよな。よし、じゃあまずはスメールシティへはどっちに行けばいいか確認しないと。
Paimon, it's already open. It's already open. Come on.
七天神像のあるあの大きな岩に登ってみようぜ。
It's already open.
スメールシティは見えなかったとしても、近くに村があるかどうかくらいはわかるんじゃないか。
Who is this?
ちょっと待った、あそこ通行人がいるぞ。
I think I'm gonna switch up the quest to English just so that I won't read, you know, just so that I can hear.
道を探す手間が省けたぜ。
Now, Japanese is the best when it comes to playing, but like,
オ
you
イ
know.
ラたち外国から来た旅人なんだ。道を聞きたいんだけど。あれ、聞こえなかったか、おーい、そこの人、悪いけど道を聞いてもいいか。どういうことだ。オイラたちが呼んでるのは絶対聞こえたはずだよな。なんでこっちを向いてくれないんだ。まあそっけない態度だったけど、遠くからあいつについていけば人のいるところにたどり着けるよな。そしたらまた他の人に聞こうぜ。
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna switch the language to English so that I'll just listen to it, you know.
Let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us.
Where's the music?
Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Let's go take a closer look. Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something.
A little bit like thingy.
it looks like that's not the
I
case.
actually like it
Look,
English
she's sitting over there.
when it's the
Wait.
quest
She couldn't possibly
rather
be
than
living
Japanese. I mean,
here,
Japanese
could
is like
she?
sounds better, but like for
What
me
do
at
we
least
do
preference,
now?
but like
Do we try
just don't wanna
asking
read.
her for directions again? Alright then. It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Even if she's not very friendly, we just need her to point us in the right direction. That's all. Oh. What a lovely smell. It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all. Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good. What? Is the smell making you feel sick?
I think it's more like an
Strange.
illusion or something.
Paimon doesn't feel anything. What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a nap. Oh, come on, wake up.
Okay. Huh? What in the Dude, I think that that pot is fucking marijuana or something like that. This is like bro, this is like next level shit. What the fuck is this? This is next level shit. God damn.
Are you sure it's not serious? The Traveler's been out for a long time now.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
She kinda sounds like Amber.
Thank goodness, Traveler, you're finally awake!
Like, she doesn't sound like Amber, but like, she kinda sounds like the way Amber talks and stuff.
Well,
I think just because she's friends with Amber, right?
Good question. Where are we? Hyman was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is.
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is Collei. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here. Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up. Whoops!
Oh, bunny
Collei,
ears.
what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine?
I don't lose my
As I've
50-50,
already told you,
I'm gonna get
must
this
be
guy
careful with these.
before the end of the banner.
All right, I'll get it for you once I'm finished here.
Sorry, Master.
Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly. So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneol to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneol I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense? Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious?
Yeah, he saw. Like, I feel like this some high level, like some next high level high thingy, you know?
Collei, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Tainari! Okay.
Wait, hold on a second. Can you tell us what's going on?
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else. The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas.
My neck,
If something were to
my neck
happen to you
hurts.
again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky. For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell, okay? Good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru and we're already having problems left and right! Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first.
Yeah. How many?
Hey!
How
Are
many?
you even listening to Paimon?
What do you call this one?
Paimon's over here worrying
Like
about
in
you,
Genshin
you know?
timeline, like real life, of course, 2 years has passed, right? But in Genshin timeline, in the story, how much time has passed? How much time has passed?
What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now?
Like, how much time has passed since they went on a journey to Sumeru? Like, is it just right after Baal or like right after Raiden or something? I don't know. Why does it feel?
You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
I'm not sure. It felt as if I was standing deep underground. Kanria?
Well, considering how unique you are,
Mm-hmm.
Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tainari? If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us? Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations. But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do?
Let's start by having a chat with
idea.
Collei.
Collei's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru.
No one knows? Okay.
Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Collei!
All right, next let's see, right hand. Yes, not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful.
The music of
Understand?
this.
Yes, I will.
The music of this is just
By the way,
really
Master,
amazing. If you
I
still know me.
haven't
Yes, of
received
course,
the patrol
Barry.
route for
Of course.
today.
Look, Collei, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... well, you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, Collei. This is not something you need... Ah, there
Oh, sorry.
you are.
No, I
Feeling any
skipped it.
better?
No, station room.
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Collei could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Tenari, we're ready to head out.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Collei.
Yes, you can count on me.
So, Collei, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Tanari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Damn! Spider-Man! That's some Spider-Man thing. Oh my god, bro. That was some good shit.
Nothing wrong with these two lamps.
Hello.
Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly.
Hello, Mohammed. How are you doing?
No problems with this lamp. Good. The Statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Collei, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon?
Good as
That
you.
depends.
Aw.
Are you
That's
referring
good. That's
to
good to
Greater
know.
Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago. According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their
Sumeru.
lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sirastana.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest.
Huh? You're not too sure? But
Aren't you
aren't you from Sumeru?
Sumeru?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
I'm from Sumeru.
But...
Yeah, go.
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers. Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and... sorry.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure, you really like Amber.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
It's alright, Collei. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
Ah, so that's how you knew.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust. Really. I wish I could tell you more about the Dendro Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any
Arpyro,
books.
Amber, Shangling, and Toma.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. And then...
That's
Collei
alright.
kind of broke
You've
the cycle,
already
yeah?
helped us a lot.
Well,
We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned them.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Dendro Archon?
cancel Collei.
So that's why
Oh,
you're
come on.
here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right? All right, we have a statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
Eh? Zhongli English is just so funny.
Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali? The name does seem to fit the statue somehow. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top and you clean everything below.
So we need an anemo? No, okay.
Nice work! That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Collei. Collei, we're back!
Welcome back!
Yay, food! What kind of... Hey, don't be a...
I prepared a nice portable...
No, you dropped it on the
Oh, shit.
ground!
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, whew. Paimon nearly had a heart attack there. Those pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook, Collei.
I skipped
Thank
like
goodness
two
you wrapped
voice
them
lines.
in
I forgot.
paper.
I was
Paimon
clicking.
wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Yay! Thanks, Collei! It's hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments too.
Hope you get the Tenari early. Yeah.
I guess it happens from time to time.
So, Collei, don't you think that Tighnari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature.
What is that race?
Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears. I know, right? I've always wanted to pet them too. Anyway, Master could have easily left the rainforest to take up a position at the Academia, but he chose to stay here instead as a forest watcher, helping the locals every day and passing on his knowledge to trainees. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tighnari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, Why, oh why? Is she going to die? It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you. Hey! Now even Collei's starting to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this! It's time for some Paimonial wrath!
Oh, that's cute.
No! Don't touch me!
Oh, sorry, Collei.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
She has a dark
Collei?
past.
Are you okay? What's the matter?
Yeah, she has a dark past.
No, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
Huh? What was up with Collei just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
The fuck? He's there. She's there. What are you saying, Paimon? Hey, traveling merchant. What is this? What can I buy from you? Yo, stop talking. Okay, what did I get? Lucky Dog's Clover. Come on, bro. Traveling merchant, where is your thing?
Ah, Traveler. You've returned.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen Collei by any chance?
Oh, Collei? Yes. I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
I am dead on my feet.
Take it easy.
Where is it? Oh, wait until the following day. Oh my god, sorry. My thing is, the story is good nevertheless. It's just that I'm sleepy. I only had like 3 hours of sleep today because I'm adjusting my sleep.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Collei, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tighnari? What are you doing here? Where's Collei?
I came to check on Collei's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Collei has been dealing with for some time. Collei has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tighnari, what's really wrong with Collei?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Collei just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
So, sa baba. Oh, okay. I want Tighnari, bro. I want Tighnari.
Alright, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Collei told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Collei is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because... well, because Collei asked me to.
How's Sumeru so
And
far?
honestly speaking, I was against
I'm
Collei
doing the
revealing
quest.
her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tighnari, what exactly is wrong with Collei? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time.
Was she abused
Just
back
how
in the day?
serious
What
is
the hell?
it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin.
Alright, 'cause
However,
like-
as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia.
So, the thing about Collei is that you kind of feel that she's one of those characters that are always sick. You guys know, do you guys know what they call this one? You guys know those anime characters that's always sick or something like that. She has the appearance of that. So kind of
In
like
its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Collei seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Collei's mother still hoped there was something out there. She handed Collei over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you are already familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Collei and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Collei was with them. However, Collei's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Collei is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep
Yeah, I know.
scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Collei's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Collei wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her.
I wonder what the doctor
Collei
did.
once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Bro, we'll take good care of her if you come home. I wish right
Well,
now you
it's
come
not
home.
too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though, I must admit that Collei's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. All right, now that I've told you about Collei's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Can you come along?
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Collei too.
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as Lunar Lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Lunar Lotus can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
Ooh.
You are correct. Lunar Lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they
Ooh,
look like giant blue
damn.
flowers floating on the water's surface.
Damn!
Quite an attractive species if you ask me.
What the fuck was that?
The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose,
The music is
completely
kinda
contrary to its name.
really good.
Oh, huh.
There should be lunar lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching.
Your tail is
If you
too
could manage to
strong.
gather 4 of them,
Tail is
that
too
would be
strong,
sufficient.
Neko-chan.
We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Yeah. Let me guess. This is the essential material of
Alright, we've gathered enough lunar lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari. Hey, Tainari! We found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. Good, very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on some other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name. They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But Didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
Why do I feel like Tighnari sound one of those Yu-Gi-Oh! GX guys? Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, I don't know.
Tighnari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The Withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already clear just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading, so we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, Tighnari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the Withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the Withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tighnari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, all right, you two may accompany me. We typically only teach visitors how to identify the Withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like up close.
Take it easy.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the Withering. All right, traveler. We're going to have to enter that Withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the Withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved. Thank you. But I must warn you, don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing, after all. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the Withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then? Let's go.
All right.
First, we must locate any branches sustaining the Withering zone.
Huh? What?
Go Bishop down!
Collect Dendrogana, then attack with them when we charge it. Ah. Okay.
Scatter!
Order guide you.
fuse is lit!
Alright. Okay. Wait, so I can only like do it once? Tama ba? What the hell? Okay, wait. Collect Dendrogana. And then, okay, let's go. What the fuck was that? Eh? What the hell? Ay, ito pala. This one.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Bloom. But the creature of a hydro dendro, the bloom dendro cores. Only a certain number of dendro. If new ones are created, the pre-existing will explode, dealing AoE. When dendro cores come into contact with pyro, they will burgeon, causing even greater AoE. Okay.
Gather!
Time for a light show!
Now, destroy the tumors of the withering.
Withering with you.
Everything's returning to normal now.
Yes, thanks to you two. We were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh? Alright, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which the withering zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Collei's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Huh? Well, why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions. No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
No. Irminsul.
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. but even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Oh. Oh. No. Oh shit. I don't have a waypoint, I think. Gandharvaville. No, I got the Dendroculus. Fuck.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it
You're
go?
so heavy.
The Withering Zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry.
So heavy, baby. No.
Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first. Oh.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon read it. Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... Well, I'd prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations?
You're such a
But will the
baby.
Traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? But wait, how'd you know that she'd be okay this time, Tainari?
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that she would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious? That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you. Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire
You're
world
so
of Tibet.
heavy.
My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater
So
Lord
heavy
Rukadevata.
na. Go
We
na.
took an oath to
Thank you.
protect this nation together with her.
Aray. Ouch,
Now that
my-
that duty has fallen to me, it was part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru. Now, after
Fate
seeing
of
you in action with my own
Sumeru?
eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
What are you talking about? Fate
When
of
you passed
Sumeru.
out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul.
So,
What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneol are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us?
Exactly! She completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment.
Sumeru. Damn, this Archon quest is like really long, huh? It's been 1 hour now since I've been playing
Take
this.
these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have. No. I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing. Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
What is that? Is that a Pokemon? No, Joe. Of course not. I'm gonna kill it? I think I'm gonna kill it, yeah? Huh? No. Huh? It disappeared?
There you are! Hypatia, are you alright?
So hungry. Need water.
She's someone.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first.
Okay, so if you haven't eaten and drank anything yet for the like,
Wait.
past 5 days,
Why does
What
it
will
look
you
super
do
foggy
first?
outside all
are you
of a
going
sudden?
to drink water first or eat first?
Anyway, let's go look around.
I feel like I'm going to eat first, honestly. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm going to eat first rather than drink water. I don't know why.
How things
I think it's just
outside
because-
end up looking like this. What happened?
The first,
Where are we?
the first, I don't know. The first thing I do in the morning is to just eat. It actually feels really good. It actually feels really good to eat with an empty stomach. So, yeah. Anyways,
Really? Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the area.
hey, what the hell is this? Am I too high again? Oh my goodness.
Propagate! Wow, this place is huge! Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll
Ooh,
find a
yo,
lead of
that was
some
a sick
kind.
one. So Electros, I think, what was that? Spectre was a problem. Now they have another like Spectre in Azuma. Wow, I mean on. Oh, okay. He will sometimes bounce in trees. I don't know. What if I put water in? Hello, James. How are you doing? Ooh. Can I just... Can I get like higher? Oh, no, no, no. What is this? Can I not get there? Okay, I think I can. What if you burn this? Okay, I guess not. What is this? I mean, before you exit something, you should explore first, right? That's the thing of about RPGs. Huh? Okay. There's sometimes I receive paths that cursor to unlock the corresponding path. Where am I anyway? What is this? Oh, it's the same thing. I'm actually gonna do the same thing. Yeah. Huh? What the hell is this, bro? Huh? No! 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 No!
Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
Yo, what happened? Like there was... Isn't there like a secret there? Like can I be able to go back from there? Oh, okay. Can I be able to go back from there? I think I missed like maybe like a chest there or something. Maybe I don't know. Happens a lot. It happens a lot. Mag-check ng account. I'm not gonna check today. No, I'm not gonna. Probably this week I will have no account reviews, I think.
Well.
Looks like
we meet again,
traveler.
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting. You needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you. Before the Abyss.
Quietly now.
The fuse is lit! Here come the fireworks!
I will have order. Gather.
I think this week I will only play a lot of Genshin, honestly. Huh? Am I high? I cannot damage her. I am. Oh. Okay, that was a part of the dialogue, I see.
Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are. Your brother. Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial? His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. But don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now die!
Huh? Okay. Hallucination. Oh my god, bro.
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here.
What?
Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing.
So sweet.
That is sus.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that? Are you okay? That's really not like you. Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's alright first.
The fuck is happening? What do you mean?
Whoa! Wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you?
Oh. Oh, she's off.
Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari
She's really a
sent us here
well-designed-
to bring you some food and water.
She's really
Here,
a well-designed
we have a letter that he
NPC.
asked us to give you.
Go, go, go. How many hours does this quest take?
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
No, I actually do believe what the traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor
mushroom.
exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon.
Huh?
I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul.
Irminsul.
Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh, and then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me. Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tighnari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul. Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier. Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. Besides, Paimon's getting hungry too. Let's eat first and talk about Irminsul later. Alright, we're up, Traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie soup.
I mean, yung
You'll
cutscene
love
tapos
them,
biglang balik
Hypatia.
dyan.
There
I don't
are
know actually.
specialties
I don't know what's
after all.
happening.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tighnari came to visit.
And of course,
Fire hazard.
you need to fire it.
All done! Let's use the empty box that Tighnari gave us since we already washed it. Oh, it smells amazing! And the box is a nice touch too! Let's go serve this up and start eating with Hypatia!
Are you already finished cooking? Even though everything you mentioned was in Tighnari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn Ale for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the Academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spend their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn Ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth. Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was she sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn Ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry though, it appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon, but unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spiritborn Ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Whew. Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa, you're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritaoist Archon at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies. Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful. or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa! So knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous! Aren't you afraid of the risks, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during
Don't
nights
worry,
that are pitch
Azoriana,
black
go.
with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself, and they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Huh?
Oh, is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that
I always
wisdom
dream
implies
that I'm rich.
rationality, but that which occurs
that
in
content
dreams is
creating
often
with,
neither rational nor logical.
That I would somehow have viewers on content creating. Oh my goodness.
Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep.
Delusion?
I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly
Thank you,
felt
Zeus.
like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be. But I was free of fear.
Do you dream as well?
Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be. Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things she saw when she connected with Irminsul?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say
Thank you
is
for
that what
25.
you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could that possibly mean? If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me. There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
Alright. Now, before anything else, I think I should do my domains first.
Now
Because
that we know
my resin is
Hypatia
160.
alright, and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
ティナリ、その断り方は肝心な点を避けてると思わないか。地域を片付けるのがレンジャー長であるお前の仕事だってことはわかるさ。
Oh, wait. I changed the
それじゃ
language to
根本的
Japanese.
な問題解決にならないのはお前にだってわかるだろう。カジェ様はお前がスメールシティでできることは世界中が治るかどうかに直結してるとおっしゃってるんだ。どこに断る理由がある？
気性の荒いやつだね。こいつの言い分を聞こうじゃないの。
Sorry. I forgot.
ティナリには教令院に戻るようお願いに来たんであって、敵にするために来たんじゃないだろう。
カジェ様直々にいらっしゃったというのに、 申し訳ない。
Huh?
僕はただのしがないレンジャー長で、
Wait,
カジェ様の
when
よ
you
うな
change
治
it
療派の
to
大物学者のお役に立てるとはとても思えない。
when you change it
この前お前さんが手
to
紙
Japanese,
で自分の
Tinari
恩師を
becomes
拒絶して正論派の賢者であるあいつの面目を粉
Unlike
々
the
に
English
したか
one.
らわしがあいつの代わりに来てやった
Unlike
ま
the
で
English
よ
one, he's like so arrogant.
先生の性格なら自ら来て僕を罵倒しないと気が済まないと思ったけど、
ティナリ、お前さんの恩師もこのプロジェクトに参加した。あいつには今お前さんの力が必要だ。
カジェ様、先生は僕に何をしてほしいの？
スメールシティに行けばわかるだろうさ。
何日かかる？
まだわからん。
つまりカジェ様直々にガンダルバー村までいらっしゃったにもかかわらず、前に手紙で先生に尋ねた全ての質問にはお答えいただけないと。もしそうなら恐縮ではあるけど、僕も行きますとは申し上げにくいかな。
ティナリ、お前。
はあ、もういいよ。行くとしよう。
No.
ティナリ、何があったんだ？
別に。教練員の人は僕にスメールシティに戻って手伝ってほしいことがあった。ところでハイパシアの方はうまくいった？ああ、ならよかった。体も回復したんだから、君たちをガンダルバー村に引き止める理由はない。ここからはスメールシティに向かうんだろ？ああ、
クラクサナリデビに会って聞きたいことがあるんだ。ティナリ、彼女に会う方法を知らないか？
申し訳ないけど、あの方に謁見する方法は知らない。
それじゃあ、スメールシティに着いたら彼女のことを誰に聞けばいいかは知ってるか？
そうだな。スメールシティにいた時間は長くないから、知り合いも研究員がほとんどなんだよね。こうしよう。紹介状を書いてあげる。僕の知り合いの正論派研究員に聞くといいよ。彼は多くの情報を持ってるから。それに、君たちがスメールシティに入るとき、あるものがもらえるはずだ。あんまり。
おお、何がもらえるんだ？
アーカーシャ端末ってやつだよ。教練員がマハールッカ・デバーダ様が残した遺産を利用して作ったツールでね。スメールを知恵の都市にした礎だっていう人もいるくらいだ。使い方は教練員の人が教えてくれるから、僕は出しゃばらないでおくよ。
よし、それじゃあ準備してスメールシティに出発だ。でもその前に、その通り。ティナリ、コレイにはまだ大事な話があるんだ。
これ。
あいつの様子はどうだ？
That's cute.
うん、良くなったよ。長い間横になってたから、近くを散歩に行かせた。北の分かれ道に向かうのを見たよ。君たちがもうすぐ行っちゃうから、そこで君たちを待ってるんじゃないかな。
ありがとう、ティナリ。それじゃあ、オイラたち行くよ。
うん。じゃあね。
じゃあね。
旅が順調であることを祈ってるよ。
Bye, Tinari. Bye, Tinari. Okay, change the language to English again. Yeah, because like I changed it when I did the showcase earlier.
I've been waiting for you two. Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Collei. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Wait. So, so Collei had the thing wherein if someone touches her, she's like ano, diba? She's like what they call this one? She's like really are like afraid, right? That's a hint of abuse, right? It's either like abuse, physical abuse, in the doctor, fatui, or experimentation maybe, or rape, right? It's either just three of those, It's no, it's all abuse. Yeah, it's all abuse. I feel like I feel like it's more. Is Genshin going to the dark path and say, so like say something like she's implying, like Genshin is implying like she was raped or something? Read Collei manga? I don't read those. Come on.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend, not some girl that needs your sympathy. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another.
There's no need to apologize, Collei. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you.
Oh? What is it?
It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember? My handwriting is a little, messy, so please don't laugh.
Yay! Thanks, Collei. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever and wherever we like.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville. Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Collei, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The Rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
Okay, Sumeru City Journey.